Welcome to this tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how I work with embedding content into ENAZ. In fact, we're going to look at how to do that for a week. So for example, when I open up the home page, I find a course that I need to add content to, so I click on the title of that. It brings open this particular page. This is the course page, and in the upper right hand of this page there is a button, Turn Editing On. So I click on that button. When I do so, it gives me the option to add an activity or resource, and so I will want to add several activities and resources, but first I want to edit this week. So I go to the arrow right next to the word edit, and I click on that, and it gives me the option to delete the week, hide the week, or edit the week. So I'm going to click on Edit Week. Right now, I am given this particular box. I can add a section name here if I so desire, or I can use the default section name. And so because that box is ticked, it will remain the default section name. But I want to enter some information into this particular summary. So I go to my Microsoft Word document, I click on the icon below, and what I want to do is to copy in the title of the week and the reading assignment as well. So I select and then right click and then copy, click on copy, and then I go back to the week. I right click inside of that box, and then I scroll down to paste and I click insert. Now I know from experience that I would prefer to have the week identification and the survey, or excuse me, rather the title of the week a bit longer. So in order to accomplish that, I need to come here where it says show more buttons, and then I clear formatting. So I click on this box here to clear formatting, and now that I've done that, I want to come back here and change the paragraph style. So I click there, and then I come down about medium, I think will be fine. Yes. And so I click on that, and then that's what you see. So what I'll do at this particular point is I'll scroll down and save changes. So now you can see there I have the description. Excuse me, I have the week identified, and then I have the reading assignment, and the students already know from their unit outline what this book is, and so they can easily turn to it. Now, to continue, what I want to do is click on Add an Activity or an Assignment again. So this time I'm going to add a forum, so I click on Forum, and then I come down to the bottom once again and click Add. It gives me a place for a forum name and a description. So I'm going to go to Microsoft Word, and what I'm wanting to create a devotional forum. So I select, then I right click, then copy, click on copy, and then go back to ENAZ, and then I click inside the description, then I right click and paste. Now sometimes this will give me extra spaces, so what I'll do is I'll Just move that up a bit, help it to look a bit better. And then I also want to take out this word devotional here, because that is exactly what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to enter WK3 colon and then devotional. Alright, now I just want to explain the reason I enter WK3 colon is because when I began to grade it is a bit better to do it that way. So I'm going to scroll down. If I want to display this course description on the this assignment on that particular page, I can do so. I do want to change the forum type to a single simple discussion. I can go down here and change any number of these options, but I want to go to grade. This is one that I use quite frequently. Here I don't have my grade book mapped yet for this particular course, and so I'm not going to be able to choose that, but come down to ratings and it will ask what type of rating. So when I right click on there, do I want to give it sum of ratings, so that and that way if I have several posts from one particular student, then the ENAZ will be configured to give me the sum total of those. So then I come here to point, and that's exactly what I want. The maximum number of points that I'm going to give for this assignment is, 5. So I'll give it 5. Then you can restrict items in this particular date range. You can also have common module settings and restrict access, and yeah, so I think that's just about got it. Just wanted to check and make sure. So now I click Save and Display. Alright, now here when a student submits a post, it's going to give me the option to add a grade there, or a student can come here to click Reply to answer that. Alright, let's go back to the forum itself. Back rather to the course page, and now I have one, as you can see, I have one devotional entered in. Like I said, I usually only give about 5 points for that, and then now I want to add an activity or a resource, and let's see, this time I'm going to add an assignment. So I click on assignment, I click add here. So now I'm going to go to the Microsoft Word again, where I've created the content previously, and I'm going to select the description of the assignment, and I'm going to Pocket. Alright, so now I copy paste. Now I want to remove that, leaving the description there. So I put these are some abbreviations that I'm using for this particular course. It tells me this is an exegetical assignment number 3. With this assignment, I do not want to display the description on the page. I'm not adding any files. I'm going to disable the submission dates and due dates and those kinds of things. Then I want to scroll on down. Let's see. Feedback type on this one, I want to have a feedback file so that I can submit their paper, turn it back to them after they have I've already marked them. And then I want to come down here to, I can change any number of these options, but the only one that I'm going to be concerned about is the grade, so that I'm going to leave it on point. This time I'm going to change it to 30 points. This will allow me to grade easily, simple direct grading. It's going to be uncategorized for now. And then I think that's all of the ones that I'm going to. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Display. And there you have it. I can go there and grade. Now, what I'm going to do at this particular point is I'm going to go back to the course page, and you can see that I have week 3 devotional and week 3 assignment. I'm going to add another activity or resource, and that this time it's going to be a forum. So I click on forum, and it brings up this box once again, and this time I'm going to have a discussion. So I've got the data there. So I'm going to call this week 3 discussion. Sometimes what I will do is I'll give a name that really connects more easily with young people, but anyway, now I'm going to paste once again. Alright, and then this time I want to use a single symbol. Alright, I can set the maximum size there. Subscription and tracking, post threshold for blocking, and here I can identify the particular part of the course or the grades for that. Here the ratings, common module settings, so on and so forth. So I'm going to click now, this time save and return to the course. And you can see that I've created one devotional forum and as a discussion forum, one assignment, and that assignment will allow them to upload documents and return them to me, and then I can grade them and send them back to them. And then here is week 3 discussion. I can change these around some. If I want this one to go up above there, I can do that. If I also want to get to delete that, I can, or duplicate, or whatever. I can go back in and edit the settings. But for example, if I want to move right, I can move it right. Do the same here. Move right. And again, move right. So that's just appearance issues, but it may be a consideration for the class that you're teaching. So anyway, let's wrap this up, and we'll go back to turn editing off, and you can see that the forums are there, and all a student has to do is just to click on that particular forum. It will come up, then they can make their responses to it. So I hope this has been helpful, and so we'll bring an end to this recording.